Hey everyone, it's Mara Allard, and it's Friday, and I thought I'd pull a card and just talk about whatever the card says, right? And I unleash my wildness and I choose to be free. That wolf howling at the moon, this woman with her hair all pulled back and her makeup under her eyes, just being who she is, the wild person that she is. I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. This rings at least true to my soul. This is like what I have been working towards my entire life, I feel like, is that true wildness, that person inside you that you were born with, that you've lost along the way. Or maybe not lost completely, but put aside, and like reawakening that wild part of yourself, which is different for everyone. One person's wild side is going to look completely different than another person's wild side. What is our risk tolerance? What is our definition of freedom? What is our definition of wildness? But it's like relearning it. It's like awakening it and relearning it. And one of the most beautiful ways to even just start awakening it is put your hand on your heart and say, show me that wild side of me and see what comes up. And if you don't even feel anything come up, start paying attention to what's around you. What would you really like to do with, I always go back and I've said this analogy, but like a year ago, I went boogie boarding and like it was like so fun. Like, I see the smile? Like, it was fun. I didn't care what I looked like, I didn't care about anything. I was just having fun. That wildness of just being free. Because when you're free from what people expect of you, it is like your energy soars. If you can let down the guard of caring, what is this person going to think? What are my friends going to think? What are my neighbors going to think? What are my family going to think? And lean into the things that stir your heart, that make you feel free. You know, I have struggled with this so much because for so long I had, quote unquote, a traditional job. And then I just started doing videos on energy. And if you watch me, I've done feng shui and biogeometry and then just, cards and divination and, clearings and transmuting and all of that. And that wasn't what my family or my friends or my coworkers that I worked with for years were used to seeing me show up as. And yet I couldn't stop because that wild part of me wanted to break free, that wanted to talk about all the things in my head that made me go, I was looking at life differently. How are you looking at life differently? And how can you look at life differently? That's the part that unloosens the tightness of us keeping that wildness safe. We have one sacred life. We have one turn around. I believe in reincarnation, but the life we're remembering right now is here. What does that freedom look like? Are you realizing? I read this article. No one's coming to save us. There's no government, no religion, nobody. We're in charge of our own destiny, our own future, our own life. It's very visual if you look out into what's happening in the world. No one's coming for us. No one's rescuing us anytime soon. We need to rescue ourselves. And that starts with being true to yourself. And we're all in different circumstances, all in different financial circumstances, life circumstances. But wherever you are in that circumstance, where can you loosen into your wildness, into your freedom? What does freedom look like? If you didn't have to care about anybody else, if you didn't have to answer to some imaginary force, because truly, there is no one judging us except ourselves. And if people are judging us, they're actually, if someone is judging you, it is them. I always use this analogy. I stopped drinking in 2007, and there were some friends who legitimately stopped being in our lives. This was all about them and their relationship to drinking and not mine. Why would you stop being my friend because I don't drink booze? Right? That's about them. So if someone doesn't like what you're saying or how you're presenting yourself or your choices, that's their mirror. You are mirroring something they don't like in themselves. Remember that. You, solely you, are in charge of that loosening of the knot to feel that freedom, to feel that you have a choice and a decision in everything you do every day. So, Unleash your wildness. Just start. Wildness can be doing something simple. It's different for each and every one of us. So play with it. See what feels right. Try something on. Wildness could be going a different way home, okay? It's not hard. Try little things that make you feel like, I like doing it this way. This feels, I have more ease. I have more joy. This feels right. Versus the way I've always been doing it and feeling that this had to be done this way. This feels free. Let me know if you could be wild and free, what does that look like? What does wild and free look like? You know what wild and free looks like to me? Lying on the porch in a comfy position, reading a book. And some days that's wild and free to me. Have a great day.